Hello, welcome to Off the Beaten Pot, and I thought today I would talk to you about how to make cooking quicker when you're in the great outdoors. So, one of the first and most easiest and cheapest / free things we can do is to cut our food into smaller pieces. So if you increase the surface area over volume, it'll cook quicker, and what that means in layman's terms is small things cook faster. So instead of having chunky chips while you're out on the moors, have patatas bravas. Cut them into small chunks rather than big chunks. Invest in gear. Although gear does make our life easier, we don't need to buy a whole kitchen or even take a whole kitchen's worth of stuff with us. There are things that are specifically designed to make our jobs as outdoor chefs easier, such as, but not limited to, the Gerber Complete. As you know, if you follow this channel, I love that thing. You can see a video of it here and I'll leave a link below, but it's a really useful tool and one that I've used lots and lots, and it saves me a whole bunch of time. Number 3, embrace the one-pot recipe and bastardize 2-pot recipes to go into one pot, such as my pitti panna recipe. That is technically a 2-pot recipe if you include frying the egg, but I thought of a way of only having one pot. You could argue that didn't save time, but it certainly saved time in washing up. But there are lots of recipes where you might need 2 pans or a pan and a pot, and there are ways of sort of dirt bagging it and making it fit for the outdoors. Hi, real quick, I have an e-cookbook that you can have for free if you sign up to my newsletter. It's not a bombarding newsletter, and I try and do it once every couple of months, just with my thoughts, feelings, some recipes, hints and tips, but you get a free cookbook out of it, even if you subscribe and then unsubscribe. I'd like you to have the cookbook and see what you think. Use pre-chopped or powdered stuff. Garlic, turmeric, vegetables, ginger, anything that you would usually use fresh. If there's a dehydrated version or a powdered version, then use that if you have to. If you can use fresh and you've got the time and the inclination, then always use fresh. It goes gourmet as you like. Using fresh takes a bit of time to crunch, chop and cook. Personally, I like doing that, but this video is about being a little bit faster while cooking in the outdoors. So I would say, where you can, use dried herbs, pre-chopped garlic, ginger, turmeric, etc. Another easy one is organize your cooking area. So you know that you've got where you keep your food, you know where your fuel is, you know where your chopping board is, your lighter is. If you can have a way of organizing it, whether that be through a pouch system or just spaces near your camp, just knowing where things is and putting them back when you're done and tidying up after yourself goes a long way to saving time on your trip. And if you have a recipe that involves lots of chopping, then consider chopping it at home before you go. So you can, as long as it can keep fresh and won't spoil, and you know you're going to eat it sooner than later, you can chop a lot. You can do a lot of the prep for a lot of the meals at home rather than throwing raw, fresh ingredients into a bag and then working out what to do with it later. If you know what you're going to cook, you know how much prep you can do before you head out, and then it's just a case a lot of the times of just getting the bag of stuff or box of stuff and pouring it in the pot. Finally, opt for meals or ingredients with quicker cooking times. So if you want to have a mushroom risotto, really lovely, but instead of using risotto rice, consider using orzotto pasta, which has a considerably quicker cooking time and you don't have to stir it half as much. So I hope that video has been somewhat useful to you and offers value. If you're here and you're not subscribed yet, please consider it. If you're here for a second or third time and still haven't subscribed, maybe you could drop a subscribe button there. It would really help me. Anyway, that's some hints and tips on how to make cooking quicker when you're in the great outdoors. like, subscribe, ding the bell, do the YouTube things. Cheers and gone.